Hey, what's up everybody? This is Ben with Fathouse Performance, and we're here today with a very special vehicle, the Shelby GT500 KR. These were limited production cars with only 160 units produced, and they sold out immediately. The KR features custom upgrades from Shelby American, including the carbon fiber hood, custom wheels, suspension, custom interior, as well as a Whipple 3.8 liter supercharger rated at over 900 horsepower. This particular car baselined on our dyno at 842 horsepower to the wheels on 93 octane. This particular Shelby KR has received our KR 1000 upgrade, which includes stainless steel performance headers, anti-wheel hop suspension package, a fuel system upgrade, supercharger pulley, our proprietary transmission upgrades, as well as the MoTeC M150 system tuned by Johnson Tuning, and now makes over 1,000 horsepower to the wheels. All right guys, now that this KR makes over 1,000 horsepower to the wheels, I want to talk to you about the MoTeC M150 system and why it's so important to this package. A lot of the technology we used in developing the Shelby Code Red transfers over to this. The MoTeC M150 has a feature called Power by Gear. And what this does is it allows us to limit how much power the car makes in first and second gear in order to get the car moving on an unprepped surface. The car also has Power by Drive mode. And what this does, we take over the factory drive mode controls, and every time you switch from normal to sport to track to drag, the car is going to increase in power based on that drive mode as well as the ethanol content. Now the car is a true flex fuel setup, so it has a ethanol content sensor built into the fuel system, and this is going to look at the ethanol content in your fuel live. So it's constantly monitoring that. And if you put pump gas in, 93 octane or E85, any mixture in between, it's always going to recognize the ethanol content, and that is going to dictate how much power the car makes. The closer you are to full ethanol content, the higher the horsepower the car is going to make. Now the car also has dynamic traction control. The traction control with MoTeC is not the same as your factory Ford traction control. It is not going to close the throttle body on you and shut the car down when it spins. It's also user definable, so you can change how much traction control the car is using with the steering wheel buttons in your car. Now this is going to be paired with our advanced launch control, and when you launch one of these cars on an unprepped surface, it's actually going to go forward and it's going to have optimal acceleration based on the conditions that you're in. So the temperature, the air, the road conditions, the tires, all that matter. You know, these KR packages do come with Michelin street tires, which are great for a 700-800 horsepower car. They're an amazing track tire, but as you start to go up in horsepower, they don't do a great job of putting the power down to the ground with the factory Ford ECU in this setup. So MoTeC comes into play there and allows you to use all the new horsepower on the same tires. This particular car has the wide body package on it, which has the 335 series tires on them, which there's not a lot of choices in those tires. So keeping this set up the same, using MoTeC, extra power actually allows you to use all that power. Now let's check out this launch control in action. All right guys, I want to talk about the way that car launched into video. You're going to see hash marks from the tires as it goes away. If that was on a stock ECU, it would just be painted black marks down the road. MoTeC is modulating the power, and it's targeted for optimal slip, so optimal acceleration, keeping the car moving forward. That's MoTeC doing its job and doing what it's supposed to do. If you want to dive a little deeper into the MoTeC M150 package, you can click on the link below. We've got a full overview video where I sit down with our tuner, Corbin Johnson, and he really dives deep into all the features of the MoTeC, how everything works. We demonstrate everything. It's a really great overview video. Thanks for watching, guys. Please take a second to like and subscribe to our channel. Drop a comment below. And if you have a KR and you're interested in this package, please give us a call. We'd be happy to work on the build for you. And I'll see you guys next time.